Congratulations! You're ready to take the leap into home ownership. But before you sign on the dotted line, make sure that you avoid these common first-time homebuyer mistakes. They could cost you time, money, or even your dream home. Welcome back to the channel, and if this is your first time here, we're glad to have you. Consider subscribing as I put out new information weekly. Now let's jump right into it. The first mistake is picking the house over the neighborhood. Oftentimes people get excited about finding the perfect home, and they forget to look at what's around it. Before you go out touring homes, consider looking at all the neighborhoods in town and picking a few of your favorites that really fit your lifestyle and targeting those. Also, before you make an offer on a home, tour that neighborhood at different times of the day, in the night, and on weekends versus weekdays to really get a feel of what it's like. Remember, it'd be great to find the perfect house in the perfect neighborhood, but if you do have to make any compromises, it's easier to make a house fit your lifestyle than it is to make the neighborhood around it fit. Another mistake that first-time homebuyers commonly make is looking at houses that they can't afford. And while it's fine to browse through the internet at dream properties that are millions of dollars, if you're really serious about buying your first home, you want to focus your attention on properties that you qualify for. And on the flip side of that, remember that you don't have to spend all the money that you qualify for. If a smaller home fits your lifestyle, then that may be what you want to look at. And speaking of qualifying, that is a big mistake that many first-time home buyers don't do. And that's getting started on the approval process early. Remember that this process can take time. And it's best if you talk to 3 or 4 different lenders to go over their rates, what kind of programs they have available, if there's any down payment assistance available, if there's first-time homebuyer programs that you qualify for. And so you really want to get started on this process before you even start looking at homes. In working with first-time homebuyers, another thing that I see happen often is not realizing how much money they need to save up. Remember that you don't need just your monthly payment amount. You're also going to need what's called cash to close. And when you're getting approved, your lender should give you an idea of what this is. But that's going to cover your closing costs and things like that. Also, remember that you're going to have moving expenses that you need to pay for. And now that you own a home, you are going to be responsible for the repairs and maintenance. So you want to have a little bit of money saved up in case you need to make repairs right away. Hopefully not, but you want to be ready in case you do. The next mistake is really common, and it can be heartbreaking when we get to the closing table after finding the perfect house and we can't close because somebody opened a new line of credit. Remember that once you get started on the pre-approval process, you don't want to open or close any lines of credit or make any financial changes such as starting or stopping a job. And when you're getting started in the pre-approval process, it's a great idea to get a copy of your credit report. Make sure that there's no errors on it, and if there are, get them corrected before you get too far down the process. Sometimes first-time home buyers can be intimidated by the whole process. There's a lot going on, and it's a big decision to make. And so they decide that they don't want to work with an agent or don't want to talk with an agent. But remember, a real estate agent is not only an expert in the market, but good agents will teach you about the process so that you can fully understand and make informed decisions about what's best for you. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, I'd highly recommend sitting down with a couple of agents and interviewing them to find out who's going to work best for you. The next mistake I've seen first-time home buyers make is moving too quickly. They walk into a home and see the granite countertops and stainless steel appliances and decide that they want to make an offer right away, without considering other options that are available. And this is where working with an agent can come in. They should really be showing you all the options available in your price range so that you can make a decision about the best home for you. With all the craziness that we saw in the market the last couple of years, another mistake that I saw commonly made was skipping home inspections. And for my clients, I never recommend this unless it's a very specific instance. Usually an investor that's experienced in buying multiple properties per year and can make that decision on their own. Otherwise, if you're buying a home to live in, I really recommend that you get it inspected and negotiate based on the details of that inspection. And lastly, don't fall for the mistake of making decisions based on emotion. I've seen first-time home buyers get caught up in the excitement of wanting to buy a new home. And it is an exciting time, you should be excited. But remember, this is likely going to be the largest financial decision you make in your life. And so you want to rely on facts, not emotions, when making your decisions. And this is where your lender and your agent should really come in to help coach you through the process. Hopefully this gave you some insight into mistakes commonly made by first-time homebuyers, so that you can avoid them and have the best experience possible. Do you have any questions? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd be happy to answer them. And if you found value in this, I'd really appreciate it if you liked the video. It helps the channel out a lot. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.